talk to y'all about one of the most devastating things ever. Those of you who know, I'm back. Say I'm back because it's been a minute, but I won't give you a long drawn out history. So, straight to the point, let's talk about Wolverine and the X-Men. The 90s X-Men cartoon pretty much being a classic. X-Men Evolution, I also consider it a classic. People say it was watered down, but it was actually, dare I say, one of the best series of the animated X-Men, because, you know, it ran its course. It had a lot of episodes, and I was kind of young in the 90s, so didn't truly appreciate the original X-Men 90s series for what it was. But then later, after Evolution, after the 90s series, they made Wolverine and the X-Men. So, I don't know if you can quite see it playing on my television behind me, but what happened to Wolverine and the X-Men? Ran for like one good season, left on a cliffhanger, and all of a sudden popped away. It pretty much pulled a Young Justice on us, but I don't think this has any hope of coming back though. But you always have the 90s X-Men cartoon series and Evolution. As far as the movies go, I will say I like the first original trilogy better. There are some people who say they only like Deadpool and Logan, which, cool. They're fanatics. Cool. I'm not that hard to please. I just like the grown-up X-Men better than the kid X-Men. So, in connection with that, make sure you check out my Season 3 of Jamarcus Cartoon Top 10, where, you know, I talk about the top 10 teenage superheroes. Spoiler alert, Jubilee's not on the top 10 list, but on the list because she's the only X-Men that's been a teen. No matter what season you watch, Jubilee's a teenager, even if you read the comics. Yeah, Wolverine and the X-Men left on a cliffhanger where Wolverine becomes the leader. Emma Frost takes the place of Jean Grey as the psychic. I mean, it's a good series, you know. Now, they're particularly on this Storm. I actually rewind it, but they are particularly on this episode where the Shadow King invades Storm's mind and Storm attacks Africa. So, do a thumbs up for the video if you want a Storm solo movie. Jamarcus, what does that have to do with it? I'm trying to cheat my way to thumbs up. We could do a Storm solo movie. Now, Storm being one of the most powerful X-Men, it's hard to know what exactly to do with her character. Which makes Wolverine popular because we can do a lot with his character because he's actually bored. His only power is healing, and that allowed him to survive the adamantium process. But really, you can choreograph a movie fight scene. But a Storm solo movie would have to be big budget because she controls the mother flipping weather. Like, you have to have a budget. Personally, if you make a Storm solo movie, I would like to see it be Storm and Black Panther. Just, you know, not that women can't hold their own, but I mean, imagine the African king and the African queen. You can do power to the people for real. Wolverine and the X-Men, people. Why? Why leave off on a cliffhanger? Why? Why? You know, I just think Evolution came to an end. I think the 90s X-Men series came to an end after the Phoenix Saga. But I do remember one mysterious episode where Apocalypse took all the sidekicks in the 90s series. And there was this mysterious guy at the end. Who is that guy? Who is he? I mean, tell me in the comments who it is, though. If you made it this far in the video after my dramatic pause. Who is he? Wolverine and the X-Men. Why cancel it? Check it out on Disney Plus. Season 3 of Cartoon Top 10. And I've been slacking with a lot of videos, but I won't tell you too much about my personal life anymore because, you know, won't help anything. Oh, and Also, be sure y'all check out The Mandalorian too. For all the Star Wars fans. It's just, Disney owns the world. Wolverine and X-Men, now on Disney Plus. Why? Why? Why stop it after the first season? Why? God bless. Go in peace. Jesus is the only way to salvation. Believe in what you want to be. Plain imagination. Visuals with a purpose.
I just gotta talk about it because it needs to be talked about. I don't even know why you ain't done it yet. Somebody say something.